Well, hello. Right, I'm just going to check the audio to check everything's okay. There again, I can hear myself. All right. Hello, everybody who is here. I'm not sure who is here at the moment. Let me just have a quick check of the. Oh, I see the Cherry's here. Excellent. And Firewatch 999. Brilliant. So at the moment we have, what do we have? We have 6 people watching on YouTube. Nobody on Twitter yet, but I'm sure there's time. Anyway, right. My name's SaveWithCrypto from the popular YouTube channel called SaveWithCrypto, and I'm with somebody who isn't SaveWithCrypto. I'm with Maff, the coder. Hello, Maff. How are you today?
Hey. Oh God, I had a crib notes for this when you asked me. It's going to be great. I'm chipper as ever, mate. Thank you.
Awesome.
All that build up. Looking forward to Free Chippy Friday, I suppose. Well, all of it really, all of the show. Yeah. How are you?
I'm all right, actually. I've had better weeks, to be honest, but you know, everything's. I think everything will be fine soon, so nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got on offer today. Now, I must say that that generally, what happens more recently is Maff sets up the live stream the day before, at least, and comes up with the title and the thumbnail and all that, and it's splattered over the thumbnail is Bitcoin trading secrets. So I'm looking forward to learning what those secrets are. Or are they secret?
Me too. Yeah. So I hope someone's got some Bitcoin trading secrets on.
I see.
Screwed.
Oh, not another bloody clickbait title.
No. It's absolutely for real. There are some Bitcoin trading secrets coming up. I just got to think about what they actually are. We've got time.
All right. I noticed Mr. Delta's there in the in the chat, and he did actually just send me a rather interesting WhatsApp message. Blimey. Oh yeah. He's got some sort of weird token in his Phantom wallet that seems to be worth, like, you know, $36 million. What's that all about? Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, sorry, I was distracted. Have I ever received a,
like, you know, a random $36 million worth of a weird token?
Oh, this is a hack, isn't it?
I guess it is. Yeah.
So far, I haven't. I mean, I was checking my Phantom wallet a while back, just hoping I might have been one of the lucky recipients or unlucky recipients, because it drains your account then, doesn't it? If you try and do anything with it, I think.
Right. Did you hear that, Mr. Delta? Don't do anything with it. So yeah. What is the thing to do with it?
I think well, obviously you can ignore it, but also I guess it's going to be for a particular token, isn't it? So, yeah. or is it if it's for Ethereum, then it's tied to a smart contract. So, don't know really, because if it's for a particular token, you can kind of tell your wallet to ignore that token. Just
okay.
If it's for a smart contract, don't know really, because I think because it only activates if you try and do anything with the coin, like if you try and sell it.
Right. Okay. So he sent me a screenshot, and it's something called I'm no good at saying things that begin with vowels. Anoma, ANOMA, and the ticker is XAN, and it says the value of it. He's got 586.58 million XAN, which is worth $37.648 million.
Okay.
So that's
to whoever sent it, it's worth however much value you've got in your wallet.
Right.
they'll receive as soon as you try and move it or do anything with it.
Right, and I can see in your wallet, Mr. Delta, only from your screen, only from your screenshot. I'm not hacking your wallet, only from your screenshot. But you have got some chippy in there, and you've also got some phantom. So be careful. It might be something we need to have a look at later. So yeah. So you're saying F all, yeah. So yeah, be careful.
Yeah. Am I screen sharing?
You are, yeah.
Oh, right.
And then you've just plopped another thing in front of it.
Yeah, because I didn't realize that actually that was live, as it were. So, but there it is on the screen. Yeah, I'm really yeah, cause we've got everything so slick with the setup, and I'm kind of it's a bit like death with from 1,000 paper cuts, isn't it? Just bit by bit, bringing things down. Anyway, that's fine. So, what should we do next? Quick recovery.
I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about Mr. Delta's wallet, but we'll have to talk about that later. At the moment, I'm just I just closed a CRO trade actually, and I was looking at it on the like 1 minute time frame, and consequently, I'm slightly distracted. So have you got a plan of what you want to talk about?
Yeah. So I thought, because it's kind of getting on towards the end of September, isn't it? So we could talk about just the Bitcoin end of month outlook. There's a few things to go through there. Quadzilla 1.5 preview. So I've got all of the 1.5 stuff switched off at the moment. So bring that up. So I'll go through those things. Chippy Watch, which I think would be pretty great. And then some price analysis. You know, we could just go through obviously Bitcoin a bit more, Ethereum, Solana, and really any coins. If anyone wants us to look at any coins, apart from Anoma, just fire away in the chat. You know.
Actually, he did say, nice. I've disabled the token. Don't worry. Brilliant. Well done, mate.
Yeah. So it's disaster of it. I mean, genuinely probably disaster averted there.
Yeah.
So, sorry, my phone quacked. It's just my mum doing the Wordle and posting her score.
Okay. Is she stuck?
No. It's she got in three guesses, which is pretty good, I think.
Oh, okay. So she messaged you to say that.
Well, yeah, we're in sort of a family Wordle group that's getting very domestic, but yeah, she's delightful. Yeah, so
well, that's nice. That's nice. Wish I still had a mum, but you know,
mine's hanging on. You know, she's. I don't know. Let's not go there. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So, should we start with the Bitcoin end of month outlook then?
Yeah. Tell me where it's going to go.
Yeah. Okay. This could be the Bitcoin trading secret, but we'll see. As soon as I say something that surprises people, that could be the secret. Yeah. So obviously this is on the 1 hourly at the moment, but I did just want to draw attention to that. I mean, anyone watching, you've probably just been staring at that for all the time so far, because it's like right in the middle of the screen pretty much. But that was just a lovely retracement level that played out. So we had the up and the down, and then the up was immediately in the same bar, and just up. But just because it just happened to be there on the when I switched to the 1 hourly, thinking, "Oh, that's a nice one." And then up here, of course, because the previous update 1.4 of Quadzilla, that kind of allowed this sort of thing to happen, where you've got more than one retracement of a particular type playing out at a time. In fact, there's another one there. And so yeah. But if I switch to, what should I switch to? Well, yeah, maybe I'll leave it at that for the moment, because I was wondering, just are we building up to something big? Because there was kind of a big influx of Bitcoin buys at the start of this week.
Right.
Some big players buying big amounts of Bitcoin, all OTC. So I suppose it doesn't affect the price right away. But hey,
so that was like Monday, was it?
Yeah. I think that there just seems to be an awful lot of them just from different.
Right. So when the price had come down to our retracement line there.
Yeah. So yeah. Because it did seem to. That was a weird thing. So all of that buying, and it was just a big sell-off. I suppose. I mean, it's kind of like the sailor effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not like down on the docks, but but yeah. So I mean, what it does do is it stops the miners from selling into the market. So I mean, I was just saying it doesn't. Apart from that big plummeting there, if they're buying OTC, it doesn't affect the price immediately, but it does stop the miners from selling, and then the price dipping from that. But at the end of the bull market, let's hope that this lot actually sell OTC as well. they don't sell onto Coinbase or something. Because I mean, it'd be the worst. It'd be the most wintry bear market ever. I think if the institutions have all bought into the ETFs and Michael Saylor and so on, if they dump their coins onto the market, that'd be pretty awful. So yeah, but yeah, because I mean, there was a tweet I saw from Coin Bureau where they were saying like, I mean, this is from a couple of days ago. They're saying like BlackRock has just sold millions in Bitcoin. So like kind of a bit sort of whoop-de-doo. But again, because they were sort of called out on that a little bit, because like they hadn't actually really sold millions in Bitcoin as far as we know.
Does that actually mean that BlackRock have sold some of their Bitcoin, or does it mean some people have cashed in their ETFs?
It's kind of the latter, yeah. So because obviously they're just kind of, what's the word, hosting. Oh, sorry, there's a reply on the Wordle chat. But yeah, I should switch off the notifications. Yeah, because it's all they really do, isn't it? That so the customers are getting cold feet, and they're suppose in a herd that they're selling off, so that gets sold off. But I think when BlackRock sell it and the others sell, or in this case, it was just a transfer on the blockchain. There's no actual on exchange buying and selling going on there.
Okay.
So probably OTC or just a transfer, as I say. Like that. I mean, it might even just be that they've got all this Bitcoin built up, and maybe in a single wallet, so they're just kind of spreading it around a bit. So yeah. So I mean, in terms of, so I suppose what happened in September and going into October. I mean, I thought maybe KOLs are cautiously optimistic at the moment. I mean, yeah, the price has been dipping, but it feels like we're building towards something. I mean, September does tend to be a bearish month. Like if I switch maybe to the monthly, that's good. And I don't know. I mean, that's right, because I mean, typically you might see a sort of 8% drop during a typical September for Bitcoin, but that's actually, I mean, I know it's white, but it's a green candle. It's what are people complaining about? Looks all right to me.
Well, yeah. I mean, I believe that although people say the worst month is September, it's actually not true. It's actually August.
As evidenced by that, really. Yeah.
Yeah. And the difference is, which we might be seeing at the moment, is a lot of months that are not so good. You tend to get the dump in the first week or so of the month, whereas September you tend to get the bigger dumps towards the end, which might be what we've had, like say like a Monday.
Yeah.
You know, and that might be just doing what it normally does, really. But
so it was that, wasn't it? Really, that week.
So,
yeah. Everyone was getting bullish on it. Just this time it's different. We're going to have this. Going to be at least up above that level, which might still happen. I mean, we're only there. There's only a few pixels. So by the end of the month, if it closes above, I suppose above that one, what actually is that? 1155, really, isn't it? About there. If I hover over it, close what? Yeah, 1158. Shouldn't be too difficult, should it? Let's get back up to there. Could see a bounce coming, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just measuring a few things on one of my charts. So obviously the big thing this month was the interest rate cut.
Yeah.
So the actual peak of this month was like the day after that, about a day and 2 hours after that, and then from there. So I'm just I know you can't see this, but I'm just measuring a few things, and from there we're about 2% down.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's kind of what I expected to happen anyway. I expected the whole interest rate cut thing to be priced in, unless it was bigger than 0.25 or whatever, and it was exactly as expected, wasn't it? So
it kind of needs the next rate cut to happen,
right,
and then things should really start happening, I would think, if it is that tied into it, which obviously kind of is. There's a definite front running of that, I think, with the expectation, or the virtual certainty at that stage.
Yeah.
I think, so I mean, I was thinking like the dip, we might see it down to maybe 108. I did some price analysis on that in my inaugural solo video, and then I think I saw in one of your videos you'd reached a similar sort of conclusion that 108 might be the sort of area that we might.
I think I was just looking at monthly candles from the past, but it seemed to be in confluence with what you said. So what he said.
What you said, like, but also the volume. I mean, it's terrible if you looking at it from that point of view. So I mean, that's low, isn't it? Just the monthly volume, and then, but in previous, like when was that? That was like end of November. End of 22. Yeah, end of 2022. Prices right down, obviously, but just the order volume is much higher than for trades. Even like going through 2024, it's significantly higher than what we're seeing at the moment. So that was about the same time of year. It's like twice the amount of order volume in 23. September, October 24. Even that, it's kind of virtually double the amount.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, this is the thing with the price being driven at the moment by just completely different things from previous bull runs. But I think if it wasn't for all that happening, I think it would probably still be a bull run, but we'd be glad that we're breaking 100K.
For sure. So what do you think then? What we'll pull back to 108 and then shoot off from there, or is that the kind of thing you're?
Think so? Yeah, it's kind of what I'm going to see. I mean, if we switch to the something a bit lower down, sort of the daily. That's funny. we have a retracement level at 108. So yeah, oh man, sorry, wow, pinpoint, it's beautiful. Anyway, so that's going to get annoying fast, isn't it? But it's just, I love those. Yeah, so yeah, 108. It seems, because obviously that completes that market structure as well.
Yeah,
and then might see it potentially dip down a bit more. What have we got in terms of kind of trends on that? Just, I don't know. Maybe I've done that. Should include the wick as is on the daily. Oh, I think I drew in that as well before. Was it just yeah, that probably makes sense. That's order block, isn't it? So a fair amount of order volume within that. And in fact, funnily enough, it's just kind of dipping its way into that. Should zoom in a bit as we go along.
Yeah.
So if it kind of, yeah, if it breaks, so I think on the daily, it's probably going to need to close above that. Well, obviously that closing above that anyway. It needs to kind of not be dipping its tail down into this muddy thing, to be able to just break away from it and just fill all these orders and be out of there. So, but to do that, it's probably going to need to drop down through there and probably reach down to here. I mean, there's order volume there as well.
Yeah.
That needs to be eaten up, and then so I think it's once it's done that, then it's that market structure is done, and it's played out, and then it can just lift on up and away.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, interestingly, we had that the mid-range cross on the stochastic, on the convergence band, where it's kind of a confirmation that we were seeing a very much a down, that the downness is going to continue big time, and sure enough, from that point, just bang. So that's kind of predicted, looking at it that way, that we were going to get that major sell-off. Quadzilla knew. So yeah, so I think, why did I draw in that trend line? I forgot. I think because I was trying to figure out what to do. but yeah, I think once we could see that kind of coming out, hitting that trend line again as resistance, and then as soon as it breaks through that, should I draw it? I'll pretend I'm TMG doing this bit, because he'll do this a lot better. Assuming it breaks through, then it's going to do that, isn't it? Something on those lines, except that'll be steeper. Yeah, so it all breaks down. So
that's the sort of thing I do.
Except
I don't go back.
Draw the lines where you want them to go.
I see.
Oh god, that's still on. Switch back. Okay, so that's pretty much that for the monthly thing. Should we go on to the Quadzilla preview?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's do that. I tried to get a jingle together for that, because I thought that'd be pretty neat. So, but I did put together a jingle for the price analysis for the coins for a bit later.
Is it?
But I used up all my free credits on the
I see.
AI website I was at. And the others all wanted me to sign up and just give away my vital statistics and so on. So,
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so what we're doing? Oh yeah, 1.5. Let's do this. So, and in fact, if I maybe switch to Bitcoin early, delete what I drew. 6. God. Or maybe I didn't want to do that. Oh well. So yeah, if I go into the settings, so here you can see. So this is basically, it's virtually 1.4. How this is. So all the 1.5 things are currently switched off. Okay. So let's go into the settings. So the first thing we could cover here then is we've got faster EMA convergence zones. So actually also I'll just yeah, that's switched on. I had to temporarily remove the 5 EMA. I meant to talk to you about that, but
No!
just ruined my life. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can reinstate it. Because in terms of the TradingView number of like plot series that it allows any indicator, it's the maximum is 64, and we're right up against that limit at the moment. But that's because of with these the retracement levels, allowing them to have like multiple series. So there's a pool of like 5 bullish retracement levels.
Okay.
They can draw they can plot as a series, and 5 bearish. So that's like 10. And then because they have like different settings and things going into each one, it kind of probably doubles or even triples it, that number. So that's a big chunk of the available plot series. But anyway, yeah. So for the time being, that's it. So if I switch on this new thing, the faster EMA convergence zones, I don't know if we'll actually see any right now, but so obviously the convergence, the traditional convergence zone is when you get the 21 EMA, the yellow, crossing the not that one. Well, actually, that's a good example of it that working. Here, or looking like it's going to cross the 55 EMA, which is the green. Just do that. I mean, that's actually a nice example there. Zoom in on that one a bit. So this is what we've currently got. We've got that cross down over there, and there. So it shades that in. If it's a bullish version of that, it shades it in a light green, obviously going upwards, and that's always a good sort of indication that that current bearish trend in that case is just getting into full swing, really, and it's probably going to intensify, and then of course that's what happens there. So the what we've now got is the same thing, but based on the faster EMAs. So we've got the 9 and the 21. So if they're looking like they're going to cross as well, like here, that you kind of you get that much earlier, much sooner in the whole thing. So just early warning that that's happening. Early sort of confirmation, really, of that trend.
Okay, so if we're looking at, say, like Bitcoin right now, because what I can see on my 1.4 version, I can see that the on the 1 hour Bitcoin, I can see that the yellow 21 and the green 55 are sort of heading towards each other, and is actually what chart are you on? That you're on Bitcoin?
Yeah, this on it's on the index Bitcoin US dollar 1 hour.
That's probably all right. Can you just slide up to today? You know, I think you're just
sure.
Right. Okay. So if you kind of zoom in a bit to where we are right now.
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry, which?
Just
like
go
where we are. Oh,
yeah,
over here, you mean?
Just there. Yeah. Just so I can.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Right. Perfect. So what we can see there, viewers, is the green shading that gets put in by Quadzilla between the green 55 EMA and the yellow 21 EMA, and that happens when they're converging at a certain rate, if I'm not mistaken. Giving you a fairly good clue that they're probably going to cross. So what you're saying is that we could have been pre-warned with that, with the faster one. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly that. So what's interesting here is that there is a teeny example just in there. You have to really squint, or if I really zoom in.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, also that's exaggerated now. The line looks much steeper than it kind of really is. So but and I think it didn't start drawing earlier than that because in reality that was quite a shallow line, so it wasn't over the threshold of when it starts drawing. So, but yes, that's why just that little one there. So really, yeah, that's an early indication that that's going to happen.
Wow.
So
That's
also
great.
they're not as reliable as the ones based on the slower EMAs, but that's the nature of EMAs, isn't it, really.
Yeah, of
the
course.
nature
Yeah.
of the business. But so, you know, I mean, it's still incredibly useful because you can actually use them for that confirmation. And then when this kicks in, well, like, yeah, you could use that as an early indication. Then when this kicks in, that's more of a confirmation.
But
So,
going back to, say, like about midday yesterday on that,
yeah,
just that where they were also going together there, that didn't do that there, did it? Is that because they were going together quite? So if you just go left, yeah, about
yeah.
there, yeah. So when they were coming together there, that didn't happen. Was that because they weren't coming in steeply enough, or?
Yeah, they were just kind of narrowing. I think so. I mean,
Because I have kind of noticed this with EMAs actually. If they do that thing where they get really, really close and think, oh yeah, they're definitely going to cross, and we're going to see some really like excellent movements. If they actually don't cross, then what you actually see is quite a violent opposite reaction, don't you? So
yeah,
so that's quite cool that you know,
yeah.
that didn't happen there.
I
like
think
that.
so. Yeah, I mean, so all that stuff is in the settings anyway. For anyone interested to look at that, then you can actually set the threshold, like rate of change for when it starts drawing in. In other words, like the steepness, the angle, really,
Okay.
of that convergence.
And you're
looking at that, I'm actually thinking maybe it should have started drawing in there. But we're looking at this one, we.
okay.
I don't know. Yeah, the 21 is quite flat there, isn't it? So maybe I think that was why it wasn't drawing.
Yeah. Well, it was correct because you know it didn't work out, that one. You know,
Didn't do it. Yeah,
whereas the next one did. You know.
that's true. So I
Well,
won't change
at least it is doing so far.
Yeah, yeah, that's going to be interesting to see.
Anything could happen in the next half hour.
It's true.
Actually,
it's a tagline, isn't it, from some
Stingray, I think, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. I was thinking Thunderbirds, but yeah,
I think it was Stingray. Right, definitely showing our age now.
Thunderbirds are just standby for action, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, nostalgia.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So that's on its way then in 1.5. So
okay, that looks really fun.
Yeah. So on the still on the topic of the faster EMAs, kind of did the same thing for retracement levels as well.
Okay.
Just it's kind of out of curiosity to see what would happen if I switch that on. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. One did that make one? I've never seen it before. One stopped drawing. Yeah, I think because it must be at its limit of how many. Because as I was saying, it can draw up to 5 bearish and 5 bullish retracements at a time.
Right.
So I think putting that on, it does kind of have a bit of an effect there. But I think overall the benefit vastly outweighs what we just saw. But so the faster EMA ones, yeah, okay, go back a bit. So the way that these get detected is essentially, well, not the way. Part of what it's looking for really is that that exact same crossover that we were just talking about with the EMAs, that kind of plays into what it's looking for when it's looking for a divergence between what's up here and what's down there. The normal traditional sort of retracement levels, they're based on the 21 and the 55 EMAs.
Okay.
Whereas the faster EMA ones are based on the 9 and the 21, like these convergence zones. And so to differentiate them a bit, it draws in that initial arrow with the arrowhead in the color of the 9, like the cyan. So you can tell which one is faster EMA of a retracement level, which is a normal one like that.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. So, and part of the reason for that is because, so yeah, what you'll find is that these draw a lot more frequently, but they're not quite as reliable. I mean, that's been my line that I was trying to say. Like the trade-off is, but they're not quite as reliable because it's that early detection thing again. But so far they've been fine, to be honest.
Right.
I'm not really seeing much. Well, in fact, we can do the stats. Scroll down. Oh yeah, also 1.5 is a slight tweak to just the stats descriptions things, because like we can start to show other things. Still, I love those percentages. So this is kind of a thing that with Quadzilla, we're so confident about the product that we built the stats right into the product itself, so anyone can just go and look.
Which is, I think that's got to be a first, doesn't it? I don't know.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's but it also really makes it possible to incorporate that into or absorb that into your trading plan. The way of creating a trading plan. So you could actually just go through all like different charts, different time frames, and so on, and just finding ones where these percentages are really high, and just trade it. Because if each of these steps you kind of know that it's got a 90% plus chance. Well, it's not a 90% chance of playing out, but 90% of the time it plays out. So it's then you can place 10 trades, and you can be pretty sure that 9 of them are going to play out. They're going to succeed.
Wow.
So yeah, okay. So switch that on just to demonstrate really. So if I switch off the fast read, so here at the moment, then with that switched on, it's 246, 296. I don't know if it's going to change much. Where was it? So faster EMA retracements are there. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. So with Quadzilla 1.4, it draws in, on this particular chart, it's been drawing in like 138 bearish and 162 bullish retracements, with a above 90% success rate. And so if I switch it back on, it's 246 and 296. Still, I think it dropped a little bit. It did drop a bit, but it's still above 90%. Because it's one of those things, isn't it? That probably any other indicator on the planet would be looking at that and thinking like, my God, that's still a 91% success rate. Mind blown, etc., etc. Whereas with Quadzilla, we're looking at, oh yeah, it's only giving us 91% success rate for that. You could do better. So yeah, probably worth mentioning. I think I mentioned this in the last live stream, but the step 2 and step 3. So this is based on the percent of, once it reached step 2, then how many step 3s complete. Whereas if I switched that to which one? Oh, sorry, it's down in the stats, isn't it? Yeah, show retracement step 3s closed as a percent of step 1. They drop because that's just from the beginning of the retracement, like all the way through. I don't know if there's a very good example here where it drew in the step 3. There we go. I mean, there's kind of one that draws in the step 2 just there. It happens quite quickly, but then carries on with the step 3. So in other words, that's if the entire pattern played out from step 1. Whereas if I switch that, so what's more useful for trading is if that's from step 2, it does push up the percentage. Has that already happened? Maybe that already happened. So it pushes out the percentage quite a bit. Oh yeah, it went from 88 something, didn't it, to 93 and 96. Because then that's the percent of step 2, all the way through to step 3 completing. So that's useful because if you've seen the price retrace and do its completed step 2, then you think, well, okay, do I want to place another trade now for it to come back round and kind of go back up? Well, 96.67% of the time, that'll be a good idea.
Right.
So you can base it on that, and it's specific per chart and time frame. So
that's stunning work you've done there. It's amazing.
Thank you. It's quite a good one. It's got the step 2 and the step 3 playing into that. Yeah, should we find? Well, I suppose in fact, if we start to go through some different markets, different asset pairs, then
yeah, sure.
But yeah, because I was thinking that then we can kind of look out for some examples of these as we go along. But also, should we do the Chippy watch? I mean, well, in fact, we could just do this, but start with Chippy, I guess.
Okay. Shall I do the honors?
Let's go for it.
All right. Okay. So it's that time of the week.
On Free Chippy Friday, we gather and munch golden fish and chips, the perfect lunch. By the seaside, with girls in a flock, we savor the moment on Chippy Watch. Chippy Watch.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Yeah, it's pretty great, actually. I just realised while that was going that I was drinking kind of lukewarm coffee, tepid coffee. My eyes were bulging because I was enjoying it so much. But so apologies to anyone who got the bulging eyes of maff.
Okay.
Looming at them while that was on. Anyway, so Chippy. If we do a Chippy Watch video, we can probably just edit that bit out, maybe. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to start right away, I think, with the crowing about Quadzilla. So, apologies for anyone who's actually here for Chippy Watch. This is the Quadzilla watch.
So I think last week we were looking at actually 2 weeks ago we were looking at this when the last 4 digits on the price were like years that I've been alive, and what we're down to now, we're down to like 1891 or something. What's the actual price?
It's it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, 1891.
Okay, so the price has come down quite a bit, which I think we were expecting, weren't we?
Yes, yeah, because it was kind of like however many, because on the daily, so last Wednesday, today, that's Wednesday. Yeah, there. It zoom in. Got lost again. This is that 2 weeks ago now. That one, yeah, found Wednesday. Yeah, the price is up there, wasn't it? And so, yeah, because we were looking at it in terms of this retracement level, which has just been so reliable in terms of it. It's when TMG was doing the buyback in preparation for Chippy 2.0. That obviously started down there. And yeah, this level kind of drew in as a kind of likely place that it might come back to. And obviously at the time we were kind of going, about that. Just, I don't know, can you really see it coming back down this far? But that's actually just turned into quite a reliable support line.
Yeah.
So
Is there enough data on this chart to run the stats on it?
Could have a look. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. Yeah, because there's only been like 9 bearish and 4 bullish, so
Right.
probably not, because it does include the ones that are still in play, so
Okay.
that day count is not yet completed. So that in itself lowers the percent.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, almost not quite. I mean, if we looked at it in terms of the hourly, then pow, you know, gee whiz, yeah, down, up, down, yeah. So yeah, 97% bullish retracement success rate for
Right.
step 2. 89 is a bit rubbish. As I was saying before, like, you know, only 89% success rate. But for bearish, 86. So isn't that funny that they're kind of inverted? Step 2 is probably the important one, really, when we're looking at these. Like,
Yeah.
you know, come back to that level within the number of bars that are in the settings.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
But it is interesting because this is quite peculiar to the Chippy chart. I think the 97% success for the bullish, and this is on the hourly, remember, that they work out, but only 86, well, nearly 87 for the bearish. I mean, keeping in mind again that like a lot of them are drawn just over there. If I factor those out, I don't know, where's there not many, maybe to there. It makes hardly any difference. But still, yeah. So even trying to cheat the stats a bit didn't really work. Moving that up at all. So I forgot what we were talking about.
So I just confused you by, well, not confused you. I just threw you slightly by talking about the stats and stuff. I was just curious though, because I didn't actually think there'd be probably enough data to sort of make it a worthwhile measurement anyway.
Yeah, I think on the daily probably not. Yeah, but it is one of those things, isn't it? It's like even on a chart that's fairly new, if you drop down to a low enough time frame, then you know you can see some stats on it. Then I think.
Yeah.
So daily.
So do you think that will come down a bit further?
Yeah.
I'm not sure actually.
Switch it off for now. I think that support level is just proven so reliable. That let me just okay, let's have a think about that.
I mean, the thing is with this, at the moment, the market cap is 1.8 million. And I think what happens is when it drops below 2 million, people just buy it because they know it's going to be a lot more than 2 million, you know. So,
yeah, it's probably what we're seeing there, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Hardly worth drawing this in because it's so like obvious, but obviously we've got kind of that maybe it's there. I mean, it's a separate thing down there, isn't it? But we've got now I say it's obvious. I'm confusing myself with it. That sort of liquidity. It is liquidity. Order volume, open orders that are built up there. That seems like an area that it's a bearish order block. You could look at it as a bearish order block, really. So the price is going to struggle to get above there. I think as soon as it does, it's going to hit this retracement level. Right. It might go above it, it might come down again, but then hopefully up and away. Yeah. I mean that one already played out. So that was very much it. The price. Well, that one there was saying is the price is going to go up. then it's going to go down. No, sorry, it's the other way around. What am I talking about? Because it's a bearish retracement level. So it's saying the price is going to come down, which it did there. Then it's going to go up. Then it's really going to go down, like whoomp, which is what it did. So that's actually one of the new ones. So that played out just perfectly in terms of what it's saying the price is going to do.
Right.
So this one, yeah, it's taking longer to play out, but obviously that's because the price first has to struggle to get through this this area before it gets up to there. But we might see something similar because the price went down. It's going to go up. It's going to come down. Maybe drop back into here again, that area, and then head back up. But yeah, in the meantime, as I say, that's proving to be quite a reliable support line. I think you're right because that probably is tying in with the market cap.
Well, it is, but I was just thinking about it because we're obviously looking at it here in like Solana value as well, and obviously, the price of Solana's. Yeah, I suppose it's going to work like that, isn't it? Because the price of Solana's come down a little bit. So therefore, the market cap's gone a little bit below 2 million. I think what happens. Yeah. I think what happens with Chippy though, I think because I think the majority of the holders are in like TMG's thing. So I think they're all kind of quite sort of risky leveraged traders. And what it seems to me is that when the market starts getting a bit unpredictable, I actually think people sell a bit of Chippy to cover their positions, and then maybe put it back when everything's safe again. And I've not done that myself, but I've just got a suspicion that's what people do sometimes, So sometimes when you see the market pull back, you will see Chippy come back quite a bit as well. And I think that might be why. I'm not sure.
Yeah, potentially. I can see that. I've just been hodling.
Well, yeah, me too. Yeah, and just quite like the free fish and chips actually.
Yeah, it's true. And just looking forward to V2.
Yeah.
All of that. I just want to point out this line because so Quadzilla did actually predict that top, just pinpoint. I mean that is pretty insane to bring that to view. It did it there as well. Just realised. In fact, that's one of the new ones. One of the faster EMA retracements.
Oh wow!
Just kind of did that. So that one, in fact, did it looks a bit sort of. I mean, maybe a little bit sort of well, okay, if you like, but it did play out. I mean, so this one is bearish. So obviously saying the price is going to go down, then it's going to go up above the line, then it's going to big time drop below. But if you could count that as that movement, if it's predicting that, but maybe that's a bit of a stretch. But I mean, that one played out really nice. Down a lot, up in a spike, and then way down.
Yeah, absolutely perfect, really.
Yeah, but I mean that one's beautiful. But that's that particular top that we've been kind of I don't know, hoping the price heads back up to that pretty soon for a long time, and that's it's funny, isn't it? Just pinpointed that. I'm just wondering. Yeah.
So that didn't stop drawing. Is that because it didn't actually touch? Like
it's because I mean it actually did, but there's a setting. Because you kind of see it do that. It's it just nubs above the line there. It just wicks above it. So, but if I go into the setting for that, then if I go into the setting for that, there's this. Where's the retracements here? Keep plotting step 3 if the retrace candle is opposite. So you can see here that was a bullish candle that went up and touched the. Sorry, it was a bearish candle that went up and touched the bullish retracement level. And so if I switch that off, where is it? That one. Then wink, stops. So, and in fact, funnily enough, I think that actually pushes the stats up as well. So just to quickly demo that. Start refresh completed. So yeah. That's all about step 3. So step 3 at the moment with that switched on is low. Keeping in mind, again, this is just on the daily. So, and there's only 4 bullish retracements on the whole chart at the moment. So, but if I uncheck that, so it doesn't care what type of candle it is, it pushes up quite nice. So now it's 75. I like the step 3 because obviously we were talking about the step 3 thing there. That's a much better number. I prefer that number.
Yeah.
100%. So, yeah. So,
that is so good though. That is so good that.
Yeah.
It did just pinpoint the top, didn't it?
It's perfect. Yeah. So generally, I find that even though that particular setting, it's a funny old thing. See, even though it does, so that the stats are better when that's unticked, but I think you tend to get just a more meaningful indicator of what it's telling you when it's ticked. So I mean, and that shouldn't affect like that percent in this case. If you know that's going on, it shouldn't affect how you trade it. If you know what I mean, because you kind of know that it's just continuing to draw. It's because that line usually continues to be relevant. It's only like a case like this where it just gave up drawing. It's like, I ain't going to draw no more. I've been drawing for too long.
Right.
Whereas in other times, like wait, like that one, so that draws in the step 3, but it carried on drawing because actually I can drew that on top. Yeah, so it carried on drawing because is that right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so because the price did the down, then the up, didn't come back down. Actually, yeah, I think probably during the candle it came back down, so it kind of would have completed the step 3 just within that daily candle.
Okay.
But here it carried on drawing because it was a bullish candle. So that continued to be relevant, and in fact, really, really continued to be relevant. On that.
Yeah. Oh, Wes is here. Hello, Wes.
Hey, Wes. So, okay, Wes, you've just missed Chippy Watch.
Yeah, you can always rewind and
Yeah.
not now though. 100%. So I had done that yesterday. Saved my ass, left my ass. Okay, not sure what did, but that's good.
Glad it did. Save your ass.
Yeah. Excellent. Should we have a look at something else?
Yeah. So, I don't know how much time we got really, because I suppose we've been on for an hour, but we could zip through some of these. But first of all, I did actually. I'll leave it on for a bit. The stats is kind of fun to see that. Something a bit different. So just looking at Forex, so for the Euro and USD. In this one, what was it going to look at? Actually, that played out pretty good. That played out good. That's suggesting that the price is going to come back to there and then drop again. That bullish retracement is still playing out, which suggests that they're going to tie in together, because this one was saying up, then down, then up. So it's probably going to go past that line to confirm, and then up, and then it'll hit that bearish retracement. So that one is saying it's going to go down, then up, then down. So it'll hit that and then come back down, very likely. But what I wanted to quickly show on here was 1 second or 5 seconds, do you think? Because I was posting about this in the community chat the other day. Just
I don't know.
oh, are they still? Yeah, they're still. Of course, they're still trading, aren't they? Yeah. So this is on the 1 second. This is for the scalping degens among us. So that played out. Because if you were scalping based on these, it kind of works. I think did I switch off the stats?
So what I'm a bit new to this. What kind of percentage moves are we talking here? Like
very, very, very small. You'd have to be on a exchange where you probably, whereas whether you're algorithmically trading or just trading so much that the the fees are way down.
I think these sort of things that you have like 1000x leverage and stuff like that, don't you?
Yeah, because it's like 0.02%.
Yeah,
like that sort of move. But yeah, I mean it's. I think I had this on. Maybe I'll move to the 5 second. It's just slightly less crazy, but still some. Because yeah, I was staring at this hit plot, just kind of hypnotized the other day, but actually watching these kind of play out in real time, because it's like drawing in these lines, and so that was saying, oh hey, the price is going to come back down to that line. Boop boop played out, and in fact it was saying the price is going to come down there and then go up. It went up a little bit, following that, so you wouldn't be in a loss at least. Okay. This one, that one played out with absolute precision. This one actually did as well. It's just, again, in the settings, it's just like stop drawing after yay number of bars, so it just kind of stopped there. But if it carries on, you can kind of see that plays out, because it did the down, then the down.
Okay.
So that works out. That one's beautiful. That one's beautiful. And so on. Anyway, yeah, sorry. It's just a bit of fun just looking at the 4x chart on one of them on the 5 second. So if we, actually, I'll close that because it's doing my head in. Close tab. Sure. You're closing the tab. Oh my god. Yeah. So ETHUSD. Okay, this is actually the comments we want to.
Not particularly. I was just looking at a bit like that's what Crypto Bash was talking about. He was talking about selling the chippy, so that's what he said there. So he pulled his chippy funds to fund his leverage trades. I think there's a lot of that goes on actually. So I think that's quite a normal thing to happen.
So it isn't people just like dumping their spot bags.
Not particularly, because I think people just buy it back, and
so
when the panic's over.
Provides liquidity, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Keeps the the coin there alive as a traded thing.
Absolutely.
So Ethereum. So on the one, I guess we covered Bitcoin in a lot of detail. I've got some notes on Ethereum, because it just I mean, we're looking at the 1 hour at the moment, but I was thinking like longer term, the amount of token burning is starting to rise again, which is good, because it sort of happens. The token burning happens when people are actually using the network. So obviously there's more transactions. So the burning hasn't quite overtaken the actual token issuance yet.
All right. So it's still inflationary.
Yeah, still inflationary, but I think we should start to see a deflationary ETH again, maybe in a month or so, unless it, the network usage really accelerates, which next month could well happen. So we might see ETH become deflationary again, like at some point next month. When it happens, it could be a moonshot, if that's right. Where it's like Ethereum off to the moon. And that could, I mean, among many other things, that could be one of the catalysts that really just sends it off, sends the price going.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. This is interesting. It's just it's kind of stuck in that range, isn't it, at the moment on the 1 hour. If we zoom out a bit, say the 4 hour, yeah. Gosh. Ooh, we've got that one going on as well. Where's that off to? Okay, so that was obviously very long term, playing that one out, but that's predicting a drop to 3698.
Right.
35. I could actually see it dropping to these prices.
Yeah, me too.
I think, but very much on the card still. So if that played out with those, it'd be a similar thing what we were looking at just now. So the bullish one, because that had the up, it's going to come back down below and eventually head back up. But in the down below bit, then this bearish retracement play in, because that had a down and then the up. Then its final step, its step 3, is the down. Meaning, so it's going to break through there. It's going to come down below that line, maybe down to there. You could see that happening. It's like 335, I think, 3350 or whatever, and then back up to play out step 3 of this one.
Okay.
So
what did we have for Bitcoin? We had what, 108, and was the one lower as well? I can't remember now.
Oh yeah, there was.
Okay. So in a way, you're probably thinking like,
or maybe 4 hours.
Like the green one would be the 108 kind of level. Yeah. Maybe this will be the end of September, sort of, and it will follow its usual pattern and have a big dump towards the end of the month. Maybe.
Yeah, that I'd actually be quite pleased, to be honest, if it does that. I mean, I know it's actually going to be buying more spot at the moment, but trading wise, I think that'd be pretty great. And just in terms of the overall positivity, so we kind of want to see that that liquidity just being flushed out of the market, but and then just kind of a reset and then off again, because there are obviously so many open orders that are just down at those sorts of levels, waiting to just feel like how can't really kind of just proceed with that price magnet just pulling it back. It's kind of dead weight, isn't it? Just keeping it down.
Yeah. It's like a big elastic band, isn't it? Sort of.
Yeah.
Stopping it going up. Yeah.
So all right. So that's a very quick look at Ethereum and Solana. Oh, what are you on? Yeah, the 4 hour. That's probably about right. Blimey. so that in itself is positive, I think, obviously. So actually, again, to be honest, that's one of the new ones, the faster EMA retracements.
Okay.
Played that out. So that did the up and the down, heading back up. It could well see it heading to that level. When that bearish retracement plays in, because that's obviously doing its down, then the up, then the down. How far down it comes is, I mean, so in fact, in terms of how this plays out, because you've got these retracement levels in play as well. So I wouldn't draw that bit, but it did the up, the down, and the up. But this one it's kind of done that, and it's going to do that, and maybe a bit of that. So it won't be a straight line down, maybe to there. What's that one? 168. That just happens to be at the bottom of the chart, so it's potentially lower, but then up, that kind of thing. Oh, there's that one below there as well. Okay, so that one is at 145.
Wow.
Yeah. So potentially we could see that, I think.
So that was from what, January, was it? Or was that June?
That was July. That particular one, yeah, July.
Okay.
June, July, I suppose.
Right.
25. Well, actually, July, end of July. So, yeah, these. I mean, the percent on those is again back to like only 89%, but but I guess that's one of the ones that contributed to the lower percent. But still, I mean, yeah, it depends how much of an overall dumpola that we see on the rest of the market, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So it could well come down to like any of these levels before heading back up. And I sort of saying like before heading back up, there's such a certainty built into that, isn't there? I just don't know. But like very likely, we hope.
Yeah, I mean, it could all be over when we get to there, but I don't think so somehow.
No. How much of it is just expectation, do you think, based on the fact that everybody thinks that?
I don't know.
It's a bit of a profound question too.
Yeah, it is a bit. I didn't quite know how to. No, I don't know how to answer that actually.
Because I don't know. Is there's so much in terms of we get the fundamentals, like the news-driven stuff, and there's so much expectation built into that. We kind of know that such and such thing is going to happen on this date, such and such, or around this sort of date. There's past history of the crypto market and the the overall market net. Well, I suppose M2 is going to give us a pretty good idea, but also then just in terms of the TA, well, should do that. Let's get to Bitcoin. Reset. Should we go to the? I've gone completely off plan here now talking about this, but it's kind of interesting. I think. Look at it on the weekly, say. I should keep the stats on. Let's do that. Going back to
right.
So yeah.
Well,
purely looking at it as a chart, and not like a sort of we expect, based on cycles that went before, we expect this to happen. I mean, obviously there's kind of C patterns in it anyway. How does that look to you in terms of? Depends on the 1 hour or something,
Yeah, we'll crash to 23k.
That's kind of what it's saying, isn't it? Really,
pretty much, yeah. And
if that was a 1 hour chart, it'd be believable.
Yeah, you'd have no hesitation in saying that, would you? Really?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The amount of time it might take, say from here when that really kind of started happening, that was
about 3 years, isn't it?
Was it, you would say 100 weeks? So yeah,
2 years.
Yeah.
Which
where you measure from, but
yeah, which would probably put us in the middle of the next bear market, and yeah, quite feasible. I mean, what did the pandemic do to Bitcoin? It brought it down from, what was it, 20k down to 3, or was it less than that? I can't remember now.
Something ridiculous.
Yeah. And so highly possible. And to be honest, everything is super overcooked at the moment. I mean, gold's at an all-time high, and S&P 500 is
here we go.
up every day. And don't know.
Yeah, I mean, so this is gold on the daily. I mean, that's looking a bit ominous.
Oh God,
that's looking back to December 24 as well. So 2622. Yeah, a lot of things could crash in the economy, depending how certain things play out, of course, in real life. But yeah, so Bitcoin on the weekly again. Of course, the problem with price discovery is that just don't really know just how high it's going to go. I mean, but also, yeah, I mean, obviously, we're talking at the start about the volume on the weekly. Just volume is so low. It needs the traders to just kind of just get their ass into gear, just sort it out and get bloody trading, in large amounts. And it needs a bit more on exchange buying as well.
Yeah, that's right. Awesome. What else you got?
That's it, really.
Oh, okay.
It's like anticlimactic ending. Yeah,
and that's it. It's all over. Right.
Yeah, we're going to zero, essentially.
Right. Well, that's all very awesome. I'm loving the stuff with 1.5. That's looking very, very cool. Dare I ask when?
Yeah, I mean, I'll send you the latest version. I mean, it'll probably be tomorrow now, I think. But to have a play around with. So it could be the usual thing that give us a weekend to polish it all up a bit, and then just probably release on Monday, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's definitely something to look forward to. If you want Quadzilla, you need to go to savewithcrypto.org/QZ, and you'll find out how to get it there. It is bloody awesome, isn't it? I mean, it's quite weird how it started off as the staring down at the momentum oscillator down the bottom, but now it's you can see so much in these retracement levels, and they are just phenomenal. And also being able to see the actual stats of what you're looking at. I mean, I was looking at something the other day, and I was thinking, like, is that going to be a good one? And it was one of those things where I was looking at like the monthly time frame. So there'd only been like 4 retracement levels, and consequently the percentage of success was quite low. So I was thinking, well, no, I shouldn't really base my trade on that. So let's just go a little bit more sensible. And I went to like a daily or something, and all of a sudden, I was seeing like really, really good levels, and thinking, okay, that's going to be good fun. I'm really enjoying setting alerts for things like the like down the bottom in the momentum oscillator, we get these like super up and super down signals when everything's in like a really extreme condition. And what I've been doing a thing where I've been setting alerts to show me when that happens on quite large time frames, like let's say like 4 hours and 6 hours. And then even just the green lines that you can see in there, they're actually green backgrounds. And I've been setting like those for like when you see those on the 9-hour time frame, and that's given me some good little trades over the last few days. I did a nice Casper one. I did an ICP one in that video this morning. I mean, it was only a 7% gain, but if you look at the ICP chart, it looks like it's completely dead. So it was quite good to sort of make a bit of money out of an asset that I would never have considered. And I did that using the watch list alerts you get in TradingView Premium. If you want to know how to do that, I have done a video about it, which I'll probably well, if you leave a comment down below, I'll put a link into it, or I'll maybe do that and then pin the comment or something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty great. It's a great way to use it. Because I did set up the watch list alert on here for a bit.
Okay.
But switched it off when I wasn't trading, because I've been trading for a while, really just work commitments and so on. But and then all of a sudden it was driving me nuts.
Yeah.
But when you're actually trading, it is absolute dynamite to be able to use that, because it just takes you straight to where there's a decent trade going on right now, that you could, or one that's about to kick in. This one thing I found this pretty interesting, that because I was just suddenly thinking, so Bitcoin on the 9 hour, so I added that when he mentioned it. It's like bullish, like as low as 83% on the 9 hour, bearish 90. That I sort of wonder if that's a bit of a confirmation that we're in a bull market at the moment, because that actually sort of makes sense looking at this, that that's probably the wrong way around, isn't it? Yeah, that's the wrong way around. Forget that. No, maybe, I don't know. I was going to say there's a bearish. So when it plays out, it's a down. It tends to play out, because this is a step 2. So that does make sense, actually. Yeah, that plays down and then up. That up almost always happens. Well, 90% of the time that happens, as you'd expect. In the bullish case, it's bullish because it's expecting the price to go back up after it's dropped below the line. But that step 2 is actually the bearish part of it, the down. So that's saying up here, I expect the price to come back down and drop to or below this level. So that doesn't play out as often when it's a bull market. So I think when we're riding the giant slide down the other side of the cycle, then these will probably flip, I bet.
Yeah. I mean, what's kind of worrying me at the moment with this is the yellow and the green EMAs crossing over, kind of like now. But
yeah.
But are they going to cross over, or are they just going to sort of like do that thing where they just like unflip themselves and the yellow goes above the green again? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. Those are in the process of unflipping, aren't they? Because
yeah,
you have an unflip situation there. So
in which case, like I'm saying, when that happens, that is normally, does give quite a violent reaction in the opposite direction, so
yeah,
that would point towards getting quite a big October, I would say.
that'd be pretty nice. Yeah,
yeah,
because also down here, like you can see with the convergence band, that's it just didn't quite make it down into oversold, and also on the band itself, we see that it kind of went green. That was a fairly new addition into this, the way it works out with these colors. I think that maybe 1.3 that went in, but it's just reflective of the current momentum and the intensity of it and so on. So yeah, that's suggesting, well, I kind of see it, to be honest, in the price, but that's suggesting that's going to continue, especially if the red crosses above the average, the white, within this range, then that'd be an indication that's going to head up quite a bit. In terms of where, it's the usual sort of thing, isn't it? Like there's kind of a bunch of
what like the mid-range cross thing.
The mid-range cross. Yeah, that's a sign of a continuation. And that does seem to be more meaningful, more accurate on the higher time frames like this.
Yeah.
So
that would point to some sort of big rally towards the end of the year, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Towards the end of the year. I mean, this is a 9 hour, isn't it?
Well, all right. So next month.
Okay, yeah, sure. I see what you mean. So like very bullish kind of October. Yeah, true. Cause there's only a few days left, and it's like, so yeah, if that was going like kind of there, yeah, then suddenly it's going into October. So we might see if this played out, I don't know, but it might hit here before the end of the month. That kind of volume area there, and it's going to drop back down and then away. but it could drop significantly, to be fair.
Very cool.
And that's it. What, 115? Yeah, that kind of ties in, and down to 108 essentially.
Right, this 108 keeps coming back, doesn't it? So
yeah, it does. So it's going to be that. It's going to be that. Hit that, then down to that level, and then away to bullish. So on that note,
right. I think yeah. On that note, should we end it? Unless anyone's got any questions.
what have we got?
Mr. Delta's been and gone. So all right. Well, but you come back just for the end, mate. That's no good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I like that from Kaz. Ain't that enough info overload, but great info. Thank you. Yeah, cool.
Ain't that enough? Oh, what was that about? Was that?
I think probably we were talking about finishing the stream about 20 minutes ago.
Oh right,
just carried on.
I thought it was either that or me making 7.5% on the ICP trade. I don't know, but yeah, no, brilliant. Thank you so much, Maff, for running through all that. That's really great. Massively looking forward to 1.5. All the links for the stuff we've been talking about are in the description down below. And yeah, we do have a Discord, but I think at the moment, because we've had a few problems with people being in there who probably shouldn't be in there. So at the moment, what we're going to say is if you sign up to one of the crypto exchanges we've got in the description down below, deposit some money, make a little trade, right? And then we'll put you in the Discord, basically come back and either put your UID in there and just say, I've signed up to this one. If you don't want to do that, I'm sure you can work out a way to get hold of us, and we can put you in the Discord. But we're trying to keep the riffraff out at the moment. So that's the way it is for the moment. It might change, but that's how it is at the moment.
Trying to keep it certainly for the time being, for serious traders, just to build up a because community, really.
I'm trying to avoid filling it full of not being derogatory, but the $100 traders who just think they're going to become rich with trading $100 and they do one trade, get wrecked.
That's my plan.
Well, if you do it properly, you can go from $100 to $1 million. But
how much time have we got?
Well, but most people just get you $100 and they put it on a sort of 40x trade and then F it up, and that's it. We never see them again. But just, and then they'll probably just be moaning or be negative in the Discord, which is not what I want, really. I want to keep it a very, very positive place for serious traders and people who enjoy these kind of live streams where we get quite detailed and we talk about interesting scenarios and all that. And I think probably I should shut up now and go away and make my daughter some dinner and me, and so I think right, so go to savewithcrypto.org/QZ, get Quadzilla, and we'll see you on the ice as
Shackleton, probably.
No, Justin. Who's the guy from the darkness? I don't
know his name, but the guy with the high voice.
Justin Hawk. No. Anyway, but he always says, "See you on the ice." Right? Okay. Right. I'm going to play the outro, and we'll see you all. We'll definitely see you all next week. I'll be doing my daily sort of daily videos, and might do a few impromptu ones as well. Just looking at the price and seeing where it's going. I'll tell you what. I will announce that stuff in my Telegram channel, which is I've still got the announcement channel there. So if you want to join that, you can just join that. Go to savewithcrypto.org/TG and you'll be able to get in the channel. You can't have a chat in there, but I will announce stuff that I'm doing. Or better still, or as well, just subscribe to the channel, put the notifications on all, and then you should get notified of all our timely updates. So it's good night from me, and it's good night
from him too, I guess.
There you go. Brilliant.
Yeah,
Right.
got it. Yeah.
See you later, all.
Yeah.
Right.